oh great, he's going to be a freaking ass the whole time, but realize it's I mean, it shouldn't be personal. Don't pick on
Right.
the same guy all the time, unless he's got a character that needs to be picked on all the time. Then I guess he has it coming.
Right.
Yes.
Or although
Yes.
sometimes the problem player, you just want to like, show them you're being a problem, and I'm going to do this so you can see that, and it just doesn't work.
Right.
But
And
I have found that problem players get weeded out by the other players by session 5.
mm,
yeah.
my my IRL one has been in the group longer than almost anybody else, so we can't weed him out because he's stuck there.
Yeah.
And sometimes, our DMs alternate. Sometimes one of our DM has gone home and just ranted to her husband because he pissed her off so much.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
But she can't do anything about it because it's not her table,
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
he's been there longer than she has.
Yeah.
And I mean, I actually made a character that it was a male character, and all he's doing is hitting on his character because I'm just tired. I'm just tired of this character. I get tired of the player, and I'm just like, this is what I'm gonna do. This is my character. And this is what I'm gonna do. And just that's me just getting fed up. Just
Right.
don't do that.
My group players know when they've gotten out of line for a couple of sessions because the game master hands them a card that says make a poison saving throw
Right.
at the beginning of the session. And they look around to find out which party member actually got annoyed enough with them that they slipped poison into something they were eating or drinking.
Ooh,
Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah. I think. I mean, as a DM, it's. I mean, it's not your group. You're just running the game.
exactly.
But
Mm-hmm.
as a group, if there's one person that's, just standing out, you got to step away from the table and say, and have that conversation, I think.
Oh,
As
yeah.
far as, if it's the player just doing annoying stuff outside of the game, well, then I guess you just have to decide whether you can put up with it and want to play the game or not. If it's in-game stuff, their character is just really annoying, you know, um, that may be something the group has to sit down and talk about, you know, what can we do different about this character because it's just so annoying that the game is no longer fun.
Exactly.
And
And the key is it has to be fun for everybody,
right,
not just one person.
Yes.
yeah. And personally, and I've said this before many times, I play this game to have fun, and I think
Mm-hmm.
that's the whole idea of the game is to have fun. When it becomes no longer fun, I'm not going to put in the hours that I put into it to play it anymore. You know what I mean? Um,
Exactly.
and
I'm
it's
going to
really,
take my homebrew world and go play somewhere else.
yeah, either find a new group or just, throw it all in the trash can. Oh, no, I couldn't even imagine
Never.
doing that.
Never.
I put too much into it. Um,
Exactly.
but yeah, I think, as players, everybody's got to realize that everybody needs to have fun. And if you're constantly stepping over people, and pissing everybody off, maybe you need to find a new game, a new group, you know?
Exactly. Everybody around the table is a hero,
Right.
not just one player.
Right. Right.
Um,
I mean, I own that shirt. I hate paladins, people who play them, because that's my experience. It was just that. But
Oh,
I mean,
we're going to have to get into a gaming session. I'll play a paladin. You can play your warlock rogue. You'll see how well they do get along.
I'm sorry. That'll be fisticuffs. So from like hi,
Oh, you've
death.
never met my paladin.
Oh, is he fun?
Oh, he's very fun.
Then maybe I like you.
not
He
not the
worships a chaotic neutral god.
Oh, there
Oh,
you
then
go.
I will definitely like you.
Yeah. Um. All right, I can't read. Something just popped up. It looks pretty big.
Oh,
I have to something the Outlander background.
oh, I
Is
love the. I have to love the Outlander background as a neutral character. I feel it opens up so many possibilities for your character idea, especially for new characters.
Outlander neutral
I haven't
character?
I haven't looked at that one.
I was gonna say I'm not super familiar with that, but
I usually hardly get past charlatan or criminal for my characters.
Yep. Yep.
oh yeah, grew up in the wilds, far from civilization. Yeah, it sounded like they would be neutral just in that first sentence there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, or maybe neutral good, maybe? If they're looking out for the forest.
Right.
Sounds like a, what, probably a ranger maybe? Would fit there.
That player is a barbarian.
That would work. That would definitely work for a ranger too.
Yeah.
And you could even go chaotic neutral.
Yeah, why not? Actually, I think I have a character that I made with Outlander.
Mhm.
And I think it's more than likely it's chaotic neutral, knowing me. Or it might be neutral good.
Mm-hmm.
The only times I have not played chaotic neutral is when I'm told I can't. Like either like something happened to me where I I switched or something like that, or I was giving a cursed item, or a guy decided to change me into a construct. Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
So yeah,
So-
that was the neutral one. The pure neutral was that I was now a construct.
Oh, okay.
That was hard to play. 'Cause
I've never done that.
Yeah, me neither.
I've dropped a belt of gender realignment on somebody, but never turned them into a construct.
Oh. So wait, you said Outlander would barbarian?
Yes.
Yeah. I went with my barbarian as entertainer.
Oh, a
that's-
scald?
So he's like a gladiator. He fights for entertainment.
Oh, you went that kind of entertainer.
Yeah.
I was thinking like a bard,
Oh yeah, bard entertainer.
storyteller
Yeah.
for the clan.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, I went. So he just, fights for entertainment, which was because of his background. He was forced to, fend for himself. So he had to make money somehow, and the only thing he was good at was fighting. So
I can kill the thing. Want to watch?
Right.
Sure.
That could have gone a whole different way.
oh. Oh. Yeah. So. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say really about alignment. Once you do decide on alignment, try and stick with it or bad shit will happen to you.
Yes.
Pick an alignment that's fun for you.
Yeah.
Seriously. I don't know too many game masters who would allow chaotic evil in the party if everybody else is good, but if you can hide it and you can pretend to be a goody two shoes and a good little sociopath,
Right?
whatever alignment's fun for you, do it.
Yep. I
Yeah.
mean, once again, my IRL game, we actually, it was a neutral good character who was given a hat, and she meant it for the rogue, and he went, "Ooh, nice hat," and he went into lawful evil, but none of the party knows because he is doing so much like good basically with them, but he is like because we're hearing this as he's playing, as players. He is underhanding everything we're doing. Like he does good to like with them, and then he's like, yeah, that thing that they just gave to the king, I'm gonna curse it first. And he's like a level 22 wizard,
Nice.
and yeah, so he is just undermining every bit of good we do, and we have no clue. Like our characters have no clue.
That's funny.
And we're all like, yeah, Torsion, he's so good. Torsion here, just nope, he's evil.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's a lot of fun. And yes,
funny.
I am.
Yeah, I usually, I don't know, they'd have to make a good argument, but I have yet to let evil characters go into a regular group that are not evil. Just because I've seen some really bad games with one character trying to be evil. But I guess given the right circumstance, a good story for it, and the right players, I guess I probably would allow it,
Right.
But for the most part, as a new player, don't play an evil character unless
Oh,
you're,
no.
it's going to be too much, I think, for a new player. Start off with something else, and usually I will tell a new player, try to pick an alignment that matches your personality, because it's going to be easier for you to play that character, at least until you get to know the game. Then sure, go for something else. But at first, try and pick something that's close to your own personality, that you're going to be able to play that character. And of course, we always say, then once you know the game, then try and play something that's completely opposite of yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Try Lawful Good.
And I tried it, and
No, I
it just
can't.
didn't work. I tried. I just couldn't do it. Yeah. When you're randomly backstabbing somebody, like, oops, oh yeah, I forgot I'm supposed to be lawful good. Dang it.
Yep. Yep. I just like I said, I've tried it. I have, and I I've done the whole where I hurt somebody, and then the DM's like, you're neutral. Oh shoot! So I'm gonna help the old lady across the street.
Right.
That's not working. That's not working.
Well, just remember, when you're king and you make the laws and you determine what's good, your alignment's always lawful good, regardless of
Right?
what you do.
Right. Well, I tend to lean towards queen, but hey, queen.
Yeah, okay. With your royalty
Right.
and a ruler. How's that? Is that better?
Yes, thank you.
Right.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right.
The queendom of sweet, death and murder everywhere. I love it.
So let's see. Barbarian I played was a tribal marauder that ended up leaving his clan because he was saved by his clan's enemies. So he had to. So he was originally chaotic neutral, but because he then had to grow up civilized, he was moved to neutral.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I can see that.
So he was saved from him, brought to civilization, and changed to neutral instead of chaotic neutral.
And now he drinks his ale with his pinky sticking out.
Right? Yeah, that sounds reasonable. See, and I think so. Here's a question for you guys. So if something forces their alignment to change, would they be penalized for that?
No. Not by their god.
Right. I kind of agree with that. So here, chaotic neutral to neutral, especially if you're, so you would still be kind of in that alignment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just took out the chaotic part. So depending on the god, I guess, maybe. But as a DM, if there's something that, has changed their alignment by game happening rather than by player playing
Right.
the character, then
Like
I wouldn't.
that.
Yeah, I wouldn't penalize them. But if it's something that, that they're doing, then yeah, they're going to get penalized.
Now-
Stopping the rhinos.
Certain items might not work for them anymore because
Right.
the items don't care.
Right.
Like you pop a helm of opposite alignment on a paladin who's got a holy sword.
Right.
Suddenly that sword's just a +5 sword. It's not holy anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and hopefully the party will realize that something happened and will try to remove that curse.
Right.
But some people just want to watch the world burn and don't care.
Right.
Actually, that reminds Torsion. Again, he ended up doing contingencies, which is a 3.5 thing, but contingencies.
Mhm.
And the cleric actually used his wish on Torsion to make him back to being neutral good, and Torsion was good for about 30 seconds before he failed all of his will saves and became evil. So for about 30 seconds, he was like, "Oh my, what did wish? No!" And then back to being his lawful evil.
Oh, good God.
So yeah. So Arithiel tried. Arithiel tried, used a wish, like an actual wish.
Wow.
Yeah. And
So they didn't know what caused him to be lawful evil?
Nope. They actually they don't know he's lawful evil. They were just suspecting, because like things kept going wrong in the party. Again, someone is underhanding everything they do. And so he suspected Torsion. I don't know why. And so he used his wish on him.
That's funny.
And yep, for 30 seconds, good Torsion was freaking out. Yep, and failed like all the will saves.
Wow.
That's funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the party, the party did try.
Oh.
We
What can
tried
you
to
do?
save you, man. Sorry.
Right? Sorry.
We prayed for you, man. I mean, we prayed for you. That's all we can do.
That's all. That's all we got. Sorry. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I think that pretty much. I'm sure there was questions people may have that we didn't go over, but alignment is like a hard one to really explain sometimes, because there's so many ways it can change, and you can kind of twist it a little bit here and there, but as I say every week, if you have other questions, what's allowed in your group, best person to talk to is the DM. If you've got doubts or questions or something isn't clear to you, talk to the DM, and usually those conversations I think are best like before or after a session, on what's allowed and what's not allowed. Talk first, before you get into something, and then you're like, oh well, I'm gonna do this. What? Why can't I do that? What? Why did my God not answer me?
Right.
So,
You need to reevaluate your life.
right? But talk to the DM, see what what limitations they may have or don't have, and go from there. But hopefully we answered some questions and got people on the right track. So, like I say, I want to apologize for those that were here at the beginning and things got screwed up. I wasn't really planning for my power to go out. but but shit happens. And I appreciate both Drew and Sweet coming on. I appreciate it a lot.
Oh, not a problem. I had fun.
As did I.
And as always, I'm gonna throw it to you guys. What's going on? What's happening? What are you plugging?
Sweet.
Oh, so on Mondays at 7:30, 7:45 EST is the game that I'm in, and it's twitch.tv/vanished dlord or vanished dlord, and that's the one that I'm in.
Cool.
And he also does Wednesdays at the same time, but I'm not in that one, so don't watch that.
Oh. All right. So that's you said 7:45?
7:40 about that. Like
Eastern?
7:40, 8 o'clock EST.
All right, cool.
And that's Vanish D-Lord.
Cool. Drew?
On Sundays, right here on Bros and Dragons Twitch, you can see my current campaign. It's usually every other Sunday. It's this Sunday at 7 p.m. And it's based on my homebrew world of Caroldan. And if you'd like to read more about that world, you can also get my first novel published about that world on Amazon.com. It's a Kindle-only book called Clearwater Adventures, author name D.D. Haskell.
Cool. Cool. What time on Sunday?
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern. So that's 8 p.m. my time. Okay. Always got to do that
Or
conversion.
3 p.m. typo time.
Right? There you go. Cool. Sounds good. If you have questions, anything 5e, send it to strippingdowndnd@gmail.com. And obviously, you can catch this here, and you can catch, I think, all the Bros and Dragons production stuff on YouTube if you don't catch them live. And you can check out Bros and Dragons podcasts. That comes out on the 15th, 1st and 15th every month. Excuse me, on all the podcast stuff, iTunes, Lisbon, blah, 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 blah. I don't remember them all. That's why I have to say blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, and it'll be on brosanddragons.com. So that's the easiest one to find, huh? Anyway, where's Keith? Keith's not here. I haven't heard anything from him. Oh, and I think that's William that said just got home. But anyways, you could check this out every Thursday night, and otherwise, that's all I got. Hopefully we answered some questions. Next week, I think we're going to lightly touch on spells. Yeah.
Yes.
So we're not going to get
Turn
into
person.
yeah, we're not really going to get into the details of spells, like this spell, that spell, the other spell.
Aww.
It's going to be
Yeah.
how do you cast spells, durations, blah, 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 So,
Gotcha.
Well, that's always good too.
yeah.
Right.
And then eventually we'll get to individual spells that we'll go over. But first we need to know, how do I cast a spell? How long does it take? Do I have to concentrate on it? All that kind of stuff.
Oh, I love that part of the
And
game.
then we'll move into other stuff. But otherwise, we're out of here. Actually 7 minutes early tonight. Holy cow.
Oh no!
right?
No, we gotta fill 7 minutes.
I owe 7 minutes. I mean, we could probably just shoot the shit for, another 7 minutes, but
I
wait.
mean, I can tell my charm person story, my favorite one.
All right, cool. Let's go for it.
Sweet.
Oh, well, I'm a rogue. You all know this. Actually, I was a beguiler, actually, rogue. And I broke into a house, and I started stealing stuff, and the guy caught me, and he was actually Hannibal Lecter. Actual, physical Hannibal Lecter. And I touched the bars in the window, which were electrified. I lost my entire 9 hit points, passed out, woke up in a cage, cast Charm Person on him. He failed his save, and I convinced him to let me out. My clothes were in a vat of blood, so I made him give me clothes, and then I promised to bring him an elf, and he let me go. And I
Nice.
said, "You don't want to eat me. I'm all scaly. You want a nice elf, a nice juicy elf." He's like, "Yeah, I'll take that."
Elves are stringy, by the way.
What?
Elves are stringy, by the way.
But I was scaly,
Oh,
so and he wanted a half elf. But yes, so I promised to bring him a nice juicy half elf if he let me go. And he's like, "Yeah, I'll see you soon." And yes, so I escaped Hannibal Lecter with Charm Person.
Nice.
Thank you.
that's awesome.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun, and I freaked because I woke up in the cage. The DM was just like laughing uproariously, and I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Because you wanted to steal." That'll teach me, right?
That's awesome. See,
Thank you for that idea, by the way.
right? I like that.
My players will love you
You're
because
welcome.
I'm stealing it.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, there's always good spell stories.
Mhm.
I don't know. My favorite spell is probably Thunderwave.
I got a story for that one.
Yeah. All right,
We got
go for
a
it.
bard, a gnome bard in our party, and his primary spell as a bard is Thunderwave.
Right.
And they're trying to figure a way to turn him into, and I think I told you this on the last session, they're trying to figure a way to turn him into a flashbang grenade.
Oh
They
yeah.
throw him into a room and he casts light and Thunderwave.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome. So wait, well, I know Thunderwave is not reaction. Light, yeah. But you could do like action and bonus action
Mm-hmm.
to get that done. Yeah.
And
So I
if
was-
he's being thrown into the room, he hasn't moved, so he gets 2 actions.
Right. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, because you were saying you do the 2 actions if he doesn't do his movement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. But he could. Well, I don't know if he has a bonus action to do it. But yeah, that would be fun.
Oh, they'll figure it out
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah. Right.
These guys are insane.
I'm still.
If you're listening, you still are insane.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for the chance to be able to use Thunderwave to actually knock people off a cliff. But it just hasn't lined up yet. But I have used it many times to damage enemies and the party.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes purposely, sometimes not necessarily purposely.
My favorite spell for a player to have is anything that requires concentration.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the enemies will usually figure out who the spellcaster is,
right.
and then the next thing you know, you've got a pincushion trying to concentrate on the spell he's holding.
Right?
Because I believe Bless now is concentration
Hmm.
instead of a time limit.
Yeah, it used to be a time limit. I'm not sure, really. I'll find out in 2 seconds here. Bless is concentration up to 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Bummer,
That's a long time
right? 10 rounds
to be
of
in
trying,
combat
right?
and not get hit.
Right? Yeah, and we know that's, 10 rounds.
D&D,
10,
the only
yeah.
game where you can take a 12-hour walk in 5 minutes and take 12 hours to do 4 seconds of combat.
Right?
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah. Does that spell keep going? It's been 3 hours. No, it's been about 2 minutes in game time. You're fine.
Right?
Oh, right.
We're
Right.
only on round 4. You guys are good.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
not really, because we're only on round 4. But
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's the game that we spent 3 days in game, year and a half real life.
wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow, I
Yep.
never let it go that far.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I think,
Yep. The joys of Sigil.
yeah,
Wow.
I think the longest
Yeah.
battle we had was, well, it started late in one session, and then we had to bring it, finish it in the next session. So it took 2 sessions, but not full sessions. But it was still probably about 2 to 3 hours worth of battle. In real life, which seemed
Cool.
like a long time to me.
Yeah. Too long.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have some animals here who are looking at me like I'm abusing them because I have not fed them yet. Of course,
All
they're
right.
all cats, so I'm about to be attacked. It was fun. If you need a guest next week, you know my PM. Just get a hold of me. And guys, have a great night and enjoy D&D with whatever alignment you choose.
Sounds good. You too. Have a good night.
Have a good
Bye.
night, guys.
Thanks again. Thanks, Sweet. Thank all of you who are in the chat who seem to have a lot to say right at this second. Unfortunately, I can't read all of them. It's a child's game. Keep away. Haha. Mass combat rules 4 2-hour sessions. There you go.
That works. Yeah.
I'd love to be a guest. Snickers, shoot me an email at strippingdowndnd@gmail.com. It's right down there below my name. And we'd love to get you on here. Otherwise, we're out of here. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night, guys.
And we're done.
Okay.
Cool. I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
And,
I'm sorry for keep interrupting. Like, you pause, and I think you're done, and then I realize you're not done.
Nope.